Hi everybody, this is Y with Shenanigans with the Burgs. I want to welcome you to my channel. If you're returning, thank you, and if you're new, welcome, welcome. Hi everybody, and welcome to February Heart Health Awareness. I am the host this month for Diamond Painting with Friends, and I just want to welcome you, welcome you, welcome you. So I am working on my second canvas, and as you can see, it is gnomes. There are two of them. They have a heart between them, and there are several hearts in the canvas. I just love it. It's so cute. I'm not a gnome person, but this canvas is just adorable, and I had to have it for my February Heart Health Awareness Paint with Friends paint along. So yeah, um, I don't have a whole lot to talk about. I just wanted to come on here and give you an update of my canvas. Let me see if I can move some stuff around so that you can actually see it. It's all covered with my supplies at the moment. So I'm going to pull the camera back a little, show you the canvas. Yeah, isn't that cute? It's just a little one. It's 50 wide by 40 tall. And I am finishing up his beard here with crystals. It's all crystals. So there are crystals in this. There are 3 crystals and 4 ABs. It is round. Kit is from Dreamer Design, and it's called Sweetheart Gnomes. So as I said, it's only 50 wide and 40 tall, so it's not too bad. I'm kind of blowing through it. That's okay. It's okay. It is okay to do your diamond painting fast or slow or however you diamond paint. Oh, they're sticking to the putty. So I'm using today, not every day, but today I am using Abby's Diamond Putty and More. It is a morning coffee flavor. It does not smell like coffee. That's okay. I'm not a scented person in any way, shape, or form. But I am enjoying trying some of the different putties that are out there. I still think, I swear, by Alien Putty, it's my favorite. And I have several versions of it, but the original blue is the bomb diggity. Yep, that's my word for the day. Bomb diggity. Oh no. There we go. They didn't lay in there flat, so they came back out and then went wherever they felt like it. So I have naked nails today. I think I'm going to wait a few more days before I put my nails on so that they'll last until, I don't know, a couple of weeks anyways. But just give them a chance to breathe, because I do put on the glue-on tips, or full nail actually. It's a glue-on full nail. My nails themselves are awful because of the chronic kidney disease. They just splinter. They're just awful. So the only thing I can do is put the full nail glue-ons on. I don't like the ones that have the tape pads, because the minute you get some growth on the back of your nail, your hair starts getting in between them, and yeah, it's just awful. So I only do glue-on, and I normally have nails on all the time, but this time I am waiting. We'll see what this weekend brings. So I might be able to do it this weekend. I mean, it's not that I don't have time. I have plenty of time. I just have to feel like it, and I haven't been feeling like it. Yeah, life has gotten a little chaotic and a little disheartening here this past week or so, week or two, and it's been really hard on me. I don't do confrontation well, and I don't do vindictive well, and I don't do, I'm just really sad. I'm really sad at the turn of events that have happened, and it just makes my heart really sad. And for February Heart Health Awareness, it's supposed to be anything that makes your heart happy. So anything with a heart or that makes your heart happy. So that is, I don't know, I'm just sad. I'm sad right now. I'm sad these days and hurt and troubled and confused more than anything, just confused. But it is what it is. Actually, no, it isn't what it is. I don't know what it is, so I can't say it is what it is if I don't know what it is. Anyways, that probably just confused the heck out of all y'all, huh? That's alright. You don't have to be able to understand everything all of the time, is what I'm being told, and so sometimes you have to just let it go. And I'm trying, I'm really, really trying to let it go. But, there's that sense of closure that everybody, every human feels they need, and I'm just not, I didn't get. And so that's very, very difficult. Very difficult. So I hope you all are doing really good. I hope that you are looking forward to your Valentine. If you have a Valentine, I have a Valentine. We don't celebrate. It's just not one of those holidays that we celebrate. So Heart Health Awareness isn't about Valentine's Day. In fact, it's not about Valentine's Day at all. It is about heart health awareness, about awareness that awareness for heart health and stroke issues, especially in my case, women. You watched my details video, you learned a little bit about my story about having had a heart attack and actually dying in the back of the ambulance, and they broke some ribs to bring me back. And I am here today because of some amazing, amazing first responders. And I can't thank them enough. I cannot thank them enough because I wouldn't be here today. And that's a miracle in itself, that God placed the right people in the right place at the right time. And I am here today as living proof that these first responders are amazing, awesome and amazing. And people, when I tell you, when there's a emergency vehicle behind you with their lights on, blowing their horns, get out of the way. Time could mean everything to the person that's in the back of that ambulance, police car. You don't know. The person in the back seat of that police car might be having a medical emergency. Officers respond to medical emergencies as well. So I'm telling you, when you see a police officer or an emergency vehicle, a fire truck, an ambulance, move out of the way. We watch so much live, OP Live, and we see in so many localities where people just don't care. They just don't move. The police are on their way to help somebody, and they're screaming while they're beeping their horns while their sirens are on for people to get out of the way. Just get out of the way. Just pull over. How would you like it if it was your loved one? in the back of an ambulance and nobody would get out of their way. That is my PSA for today. When you see emergency vehicles, move out of their way. It could be a matter of life and death. Period. It just could be a matter of life and death. So there are some statistics about heart attack, and I put it in my last video. I will add that little snippet video to the back of all of my videos because it has some really good information. If you really want to read it, you will have to pause the video and maybe zoom in on it. But the information is astounding. Like, more people die from heart attacks and strokes than anything in the world. And women's heart attacks present a little differently than men's heart attacks. I can tell you that from experience. I didn't experience pain in any way, shape, or form. What I experienced was the worst heartburn I'd ever had. And I've always had an issue with heartburn. So, ever since I turned 40. So we're talking about 20 plus years. I have been battling what they call GERD or reflux. And so I just thought it was the worst case of heartburn I'd ever had. And we were trying to figure out, what did I eat that caused this awful heartburn? And then it took a turn, and it went from heartburn to heartburn and sweating profusely to the point where I was stripping my clothes off. So I was in my den with no clothes on, sweating to death, trying to cool off. And my husband knew something was wrong. So he called 911. And he said, honey, you have to get some clothes on because they're coming. And I grabbed some clothes and I put them on the bed. By this time I had gone upstairs. I put them on the bed and I just started crying. And he's like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I said, I know how to dress myself, but I can't make my brain make my arms and legs do this. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, the confusion had set in and I couldn't. There was a lack of blood enough that I wasn't able to make my brain tell the rest of my body how to move to get dressed. So my husband had to dress this like uncooperative person. I wasn't uncooperative on purpose. I was just uncooperative because I was miscombobulated. And so he had to get me dressed before the ambulance got here. And by the time they got here, I felt like I could walk. And they were like, no, you're not walking. We're going to take you in this chair. And I was down in the den, so we had to go up some stairs. And they said, nope, it's okay. Just sit in this chair and we're going to get you up to and outside to a stretcher. And I was like, okay. So they helped me onto the stretcher. They got me upstairs and they helped me onto the stretcher. And the fire medic that I had was, oh my God, I don't remember his name, but he kept talking to me, so asking me all these questions to try to keep me alert. And all of a sudden, boom, I was out. I had arrested. My heart stopped. And yeah, it was not a good scene. The next thing I knew, I was in the hospital trauma room and I was screaming for my husband, screaming. And there was a cardiologist in there and he was like, no, I'm sorry, he wasn't in there yet. People were like, well, as soon as we get you stable, we'll bring him back. And I said, bring him back now. Like, I was freaking out. And so a cardiologist walked into the room and looked at everybody and said, first of all, he said, what took you so damn long to call me? And then he said, somebody go get her husband. We are not going to be able to calm her down until you get her husband. And as soon as Mike walked in, he touched my foot. It was like everything was going to be okay. Everything was going to be okay. So I had the heart attack at 8:15 p.m. That's when my symptoms started. So we're talking about from heartburn to having a stent and being in my own private room was 3 hours. By 11:15, I was in my own room with a stent, a life-saving stent from the best cardiac surgeon in the area, like the highest rated, highest everything. And I was so thankful, so very thankful. He has since retired, and I have a new cardiologist, and he is just as amazing. Cardiologists are very, I don't know how to explain it. They don't have very good people skills. They don't have a very good bedside manner. They're very fact-based, rule-based, very statistical and very dry and very cold, one might say. And I'm going to tell you right now, the colder they are, probably the better they are, because they only care about your heart health. They do care if you're not following the rules. They do care if you are not doing what they have told you to do. The biggest thing is cardiac rehab. A lot of people don't go. Oh, I don't need to go and ride some stupid bicycle or walk on some treadmill or whatever. And statistically, people who don't go through cardiac rehab have a 70% chance of having another heart attack within 5 years. And that statistic was too high for me, or maybe I'm not exactly sure of the statistic number, but I was like, I don't want to fall into that statistic. So when I had the heart attack, I was overweight but not obese. I weighed about 170 pounds. And they put me on all these meds. Like I took a blood thinner for years. I took, just all of the 2 blood pressure medicines, a water pill, a heart pill, a non-rejection of the stent pill, I just took all these meds. And so I just started packing on pounds, like packing on pounds. And that's where I ended up, the 300 pounds. I gained so much weight, and I went through cardiac rehab. So I was exercising twice a week, and with a heart monitor attached to me. And yeah, I couldn't explain the weight gain. And then I started running 2 years after the heart attack, and we were running anywhere from 5 to 25 miles a week, training for this or that event. And I was still gaining weight. And I talked to the doctor. I mean, I've tried every weight loss drug out there. They couldn't put me on one of them because of the heart attack. What it's called now. It worked for my sister, but they were not willing to put me on it. And so, I tried everything. And then when I got in the car accident in in October of 22, that spine surgeon said, there is a surgery we can do to fix this, but we can't do it right now. You're too fat. And I was floored at his bedside manner, just floored. And I was like, well, so I got defensive. What am I supposed to do? I'm not able to stand to do dishes and blah, blah, blah. And he said, I don't want you doing these things. I those things are not going to be helpful. And so I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? And that's when he suggested a bariatric surgeon. He said, I suggest that you talk with your primary care and a bariatric surgeon. And I looked at my husband and I was like, are you serious? Did he just tell me I need weight loss surgery? And so that's how the story started. I did have the weight loss surgery. It took almost a year. And because you have to go through this whole program, and one of my appointments got messed up, and so that set me back, and it took a whole month. I mean, a whole year. And so I had weight loss surgery in December of 2023. And yeah, lost a whole person. And I don't need back surgery anymore. So I went to see my orthopedic guy, not the surgeon, but the pain management orthopedic guy, and said, I want to run this dopey challenge, and I just need you to clear me because insurance won't cover me if something happens if you don't clear me. And he said, I don't want you running all 4 races. And I was crushed. I came home and I told my husband what he said, and he said, you've trained for this. We're going to be fine. And I decided that I would continue to train. And oh my gosh, y'all, I ran my first marathon. I ran my first dopey challenge. I did it. I did it. I did it. Like, oh my gosh, I'm just blown away at what this 60-plus-year-old body can do. I can do hard things. I cried. I cried like a baby when I went across the finish line. Oh my gosh, that was such a thing for me, such a thing. And so yeah, I did it against medical advice. I didn't tell everybody that I was going with that I was doing this against medical advice because I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it so bad. And so I did. And my husband, he did it with me, but he slowed me down at the end because he was injured. He injured himself somewhere during the race and couldn't run anymore. And I was way ahead of him, so I had to stop without stopping. Like if you stop, the medical guys are on bikes, and if you stop, the medical guys they pull you from the course. And so I just kept having to double back around, like go forward, circle back, go forward, circle back, waiting for M to catch up to me. Wow, I just heard like a bunch of geese. They must have just flew right over the house. Benson's kind of grumpy about it right now. So yeah, my last 2 miles, I was averaging 14-minute miles until that last mile. Last 2 miles, actually, I was in the 18s and the 20s for the last 2 miles because I was trying to let Mike catch up to me. And so he did. He caught up to me and we crossed the finish line together. And when we got home, and then we went to Magic Kingdom the next day and we left because he couldn't walk. And he didn't want me to put him in a wheelchair. I would have wheeled him around. But it's okay. We got the pictures that we needed to get, and we had lunch with everybody else that we came with, and we just had a really good time. But we left the park early because Mike was not feeling it. And you know what? That's okay. It's okay. It was an expensive couple of hours in the park, that's for sure, because the tickets aren't cheap and we didn't stay all day. And so, yeah, that's how that worked out for us. But it's all okay. It's all okay. Oh, and don't forget, y'all, don't forget that February 7th, actually, I'll put this out Let me look at my calendar real quick, and I will tell you when I will put this video out, because I want y'all to remember. All right, here we go. Friday, February 7th is Wear Red for Heart Health Awareness. It's Wear Red for Women. So I encourage you to show your support and wear red on Friday, the 7th of February. So I'll put this out on Thursday. So I'm going to say, don't forget, you need to wear red tomorrow. How's that? Wear red tomorrow, everybody. Wear red tomorrow. Just in support of heart health awareness and women's health. It's important. It's important that people know that, you know, that the statistics are different for men and women. And I'm happy to have you share the video clip at the back of this video with anybody that you like. I pulled these numbers right off of the American Heart Association website. I also want to tell you that I am doing a challenge for the American Heart Association for the month of February. And the challenge is that I am going to run 56 miles as a fundraiser for the American Heart Association. I will put in the comments the link to my fundraising campaign. My goal is to raise $250. I hope to surpass that, but my goal is $250. And they sent me this really cool shirt because I have my first donation already. They sent me this very cool shirt, Driven by Heart. Yeah, that is the race shirt. It is a regular cotton shirt, so I will not be running in it, but I certainly will be wearing it sometime during February, because February is Heart Health Awareness Month. So you'll probably see me in the shirt. You won't see me on the video today because I just get out of the shower and I'm not wearing anything heart health related at the moment, except I am wearing a coffee t-shirt. It says coffee weather, and coffee does make my heart happy. So there's that. But yeah, I'm not dressed for video today, so you won't see my face today, but you'll see my face in another video this month. That's for sure. That is for sure. So I also want to invite you to join the craft Zooms on Mondays and Wednesdays. I will put information below on how to get the links to those. They are crafting, diamond painting, Zooms. So you don't have to be a diamond painter, but you do need to be a crafter of some kind. So anybody is welcome to come and join us and say hello. We have a few people who have been coming consistently. We call them the OGs. And it's an amazing group of people, just an amazing group of people. So if you are diamond painting on a Tuesday, on a Monday or a Wednesday from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern time, and would love to hop on the Zoom and just chat with everybody, just, you know, that's all we do. We just chit chat. We learn from each other and we just have a really good time. And every now and then, if I have some free time, I will do pop-up Zooms. And so if you follow the instructions below on how to get the information about the Zoom links, that's also where I post any pop-up Zooms. So yeah, sometimes on the weekend I have some free time, or a Friday night. Yeah, so yeah, be sure to check out those links and join us one day. We would love to have you. Just love to have you. But I think that's it for today. I think I have talked your ear off for, 30 minutes or so. And so I think that's enough. Remember, this video it will go out on Thursday. So today is Thursday. Actually, it's not Thursday, but for purposes of the video. Today is Thursday, and tomorrow is Heart Health Awareness Day. Wear red in your support of women's heart health awareness. So, yeah, if you do wear red, send me a picture. I would love to see it. And if we get enough people that wear red on Friday, February the 7th, I'll do a little whip parade. Yeah, not a whip parade, a little parade of pictures of people who sent me pictures of them wearing red for Heart Health Awareness Day. I wanted to share with you, before I put the little video at the end of here, something that I got in the mail that I cherish. Oh my goodness. You guys, look at this little 3D printed heart. He has moving arms and legs, but look, he stands up. Oh my gosh. So we need to name him. So if you will put in the comments what you think his name should be, that would be amazing. Oh my God, is he not just the cutest? I will link below where he was created. I'm not going to link who sent it to me, but I am going to link where she got it from. So, oh my goodness, I got this from a subscriber and I just absolutely adore him. But he needs a name. Help me out. And hey, until the next video, have a fab day, everybody.